It's almost like you reverse it. So normal situation, somebody's selling a home for 400,000, then they're going to subtract the realtor fees, their what they owe to the bank, and then they get the rest. Well, when it's a family member or somebody who owns a home and wants to sell it to the family and help them with gift of equity, we start with what they need. So I want 300,000 because when I pay off my loan, I net 200,000. I want to net the 200,000.
That's what he was looking for as far as the money he wanted to
Yeah,
generate
I'm just
from the
using
sale.
general numbers on
Yeah.
just to round it, right? Because the house is worth 400. I could sell it for and make an extra 100,000, but I don't need to. After all this stuff, I want to help out family members and
That gift of equity.
that gift.
Wow.
So what we do is you start with 300,000 because that achieves the seller, the family member who's selling it, and then you take 300, then you add the down payment. So it's not it's kind of you have to kind of the sciences.
Right.
So you add whatever the down payment would be. So you can literally add 100,000.
So at the end of the meeting with my buddy, it came down to this. Okay, so I told him, if you can take advantage of the gifted equity, right? But before you do that and before you sell the property, it's a 1.3 acre lot. Why don't you go to the city? And this is my investor side
This is
coming
where his
out.
investor side came in.
Yeah, I told him, why don't you go to the city and see if you can parcel off that land into half, into 7.5 acres, right? Or 0.68 acres to be roughly exact. And that way, if you parcel it off, if you divide the terrain, the property, your brother can have the half with the house. You keep the empty lot so that you can build later on. And not only that, you have property that you talked about from the beginning, because he did mention that he wanted to buy a property and possibly build on that property.
Perfect
But
way.
imagine doing the gifted equity. The brother is happy. The mom is happy because they don't have to move. The brother's happy because
That's the same deal. It doesn't really affect the value.
Yeah.
Because it's really mainly on the structure.
Yes.
Still a big lot.
yes,
So it's going to comp out very similar.
everyone's happy, right? The mother's happy, the father's happy, the brother's happy. It's going to be in his name. Robert, my buddy who came to me, is happy because he gets a 0.68 acre lot, right, and an additional 200,000 in the bank doing that deal. And so, wow, when we ended that meeting, Robert, what was his reaction to all this? He's like, wow.
Wow, the possibilities, and it's all right there. So
Yes,
easy.
he loved it.
And Raymond knows the footwork. Oh, well, here, let's go to the city.
Yes.
Let's go. It's not that hard.
No,
You
you're
just
gonna have
gotta-
to pay some.
Here's where you stand in line.
Exactly. So that's just a process of being creative, right? And when I mentioned Robert was very creative when I restructured everything, his creative talent came out with my buddy as well with that gifted equity, and so my talents as an investor now came out, and so having a consultation with us, I think they were very happy. I mean, I wouldn't even consider it a consultation because we don't charge.
No, we all hung out on the pad. The pad it was
Yes.
a wonderful, beautiful day. It was like
Yeah.
it was hanging out, is what it
Hanging
was.
out, we had some
Refreshments and some. You brought out a tray of fruits and
Yeah, my wife
berries.
she hooked
and,
it up.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So if you guys want to get together, and everyone's situation is different, as I mentioned, we can put it on paper. We can explain to you what is available as far as being creative and our knowledge within this industry.
It
and put
doesn't.
something together.
Yeah, the last thing you want to hear is, "Oh, let me pull your credit and call you back." That doesn't
No.
tell us. That doesn't tell me nothing.
Nope.
That doesn't tell me nothing. It's all about talking about your scenario, the three things,
Yes.
everything but the personal information. Everybody knows about their own credit. That nowadays,
Yeah.
everybody knows more about where they work and how their income comes in. That's not